Sup fellas, I'm going to demonstrate the process of making char cloth, which is a flammable tinder that you can easily make yourself. Char cloth is like a fire insurance policy. Use a fire to make a tinder, use that tinder to make a fire, and so on and so forth. Being able to make char cloth gives you the ability to never be without tinder, because finding natural tinders in the wild can be tricky business and never a guarantee. You'll need an airtight container. Containers such as survival tins, air rifle pellets or tobacco tins will do the job, and you'll need to pierce a small hole in the top of the tin. The hole in the top of the tin allows the unwanted smoke, moisture and gases to escape during the charring process. Place a piece of fabric into a tin, not too much that you have trouble closing the tin, but just enough to leave some room for it to breathe. The fabric could come from a piece of your t-shirt, a scarf or even your underwear, but bear in mind that synthetic materials such as polyester or nylon won't work because they'll just melt rather than char. You should use natural materials such as wool or cotton if available. There are materials other than fabrics that you can char too, but I'll cover that later. The length of time you leave your tin to char in the fire depends on the size of your fire, the intensity of the fire and the materials you're charring. But a good indication of whether it's done or not is to look at the expulsions from the small hole. Is smoke or flame emerging from the hole? If yes, then wait until the smoke or flame dies down. That's just the gases being expelled and igniting once it hits the fire. Once nothing is being spewed out of the hole, then it's time to pull it out of the fire. Allow it to cool down first before you inspect it. Reason number one is so you don't burn yourself, and reason number two is that if you allow oxygen to quickly enter the tin straight away while it's still piping hot, then it may cause the char cloth to combust. Although I've personally found this to never occur, it's still a best practice to allow it to cool down. Your char cloth will instantly catch a spark and begin to smoulder like an ember. So next time you need a fire, you can place a piece of your smouldering char cloth into a bird's nest bundle and easy peasy fire. You can also char punk wood, which is a dry rotten piece of wood that crumbles in your hand as you crush it, often found littered around the forest floor. Use the same process that you would for char cloth, and bada bing bada boom, you have char wood. Works just as well as char cloth. Done. Easy.